Good evening. Welcome to your Monday night Plastic Crack podcast, season 7, episode 8. Have we done more seasons than Lost now? I'm not sure.
I've never seen Lost.
And it's all the first 2 seasons of Lost, so is that...
This stream makes more sense than Lost. And that's saying something. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Monday night. I'm not Steve, and Steve's me, according to this. Hang on a second. Whoa,
Okay.
there we go. That's confusing. So I'm joined by Steve from On Point HQ, and then down there is Dom from Boots on the Table. Thank you again for joining us tonight. We're just chilling out. We're just going to get some painting done. We did a lot of chatting the last couple of weeks, and not much painting. So now's the chance to do that. If you've got any questions, though, based off of whatever we're chatting about tonight, or anything particular burning question that you feel that we should answer, just ask, and I won't promise we'll answer because I've seen some of the questions that come through occasionally. We will do our best. Welcome to everyone who is watching on the catch-up.
Talking about questions, can I ask Steve a question? Do you think Martin's sounding particularly late night DJ sounding on his on the intro there?
There's a bit of ASMR going on there.
Yeah, I thought so. Sorry, carry on, Martin.
Okay. Concerned. I completely wrecked my my train of thought. We're sponsored by Balls and Swords. The links to our channels are down below. The Facebook link is down below. Like, subscribe, hype. Now I've worked out what the hype button actually does. Yeah, all that good stuff, the shill stuff, as we say to Steve. Let's see who's joined us tonight. Ed James is here. Nick from the real side of Bury St Edmunds, setting up for the Battle of Torrington. I'm from the quiet side of Bury St Edmunds, except for the trains that keep on rolling past. Will Stonehouse, how are you doing? He's looking forward to this. Narcissus the legend. We were talking about Narcissus, actually. There may be plans. Trey Janet, good evening from a damp Lake District. No taxi drivers were involved. Painting a regiment of the Palatinate 1672 figures. John Surbury, Matt Wright, how you doing, dude? Lionheart, Paul's here from Mercia, working on Great Northern War. Neil Oldham, Red Steph, how you doing, dude? Andy Sykes, Jonathan Ward, evening. He's supposed to be working on Italians for bolt action. Instead, he's painting Grimdark Imperial Guard. Thanks, Steve. That sounded like a begrudging thanks. Mark Writing, how you doing? Dan Justin, hello from LA. You know, just rub that in a little bit. I saw some sun today. Did see some sun. He's working on goblins. Bill Dutton, greetings all, playing an ancient game this afternoon in Florida. Excellent. Lupamorph, welcome from New Zealand. Oh, we just jumped from Florida to New Zealand. Don's here, Bicker City from Ohio, working on a brigade of Highlanders for his AWI. Major Clanger, Lynn Harvard, Jason 1776, Mobile and Hostile, Martin Hoey, Gwendour, Rich John, Grand Aprigo. How you doing, dude? Hope you're well. Lord Lynn, Andy Stocker, Mike Schubert, Paul Crouch, Valley Boys, Carl Burks, Steve Harbour, Wouter Hendrickson, John Shepherd, Nathan McGowan. How you doing? Working on ECW Cavalry. Is that for a couple of weeks' time in Derby? John Shepherd, Walkabout Games, Camberwell Johnny, Double Dip. I was getting worried. I hadn't seen you there. You hadn't checked in. I was wondering if you were present and correct.
Yeah.
Mark Bro. Adam Kirtley, Digger Down Under, Old School, Mogsy Mates here. How you doing, James? Hope you're well. Stupid fat hobbit. Ewok Kebab, how you doing? Gwindor, I think I already said. Simon Stokes is here. Jeremy Taylor, Lazy Pirate Painting, Louis Baby, Chris Strange but True. Do you get the feeling you're getting trolled with names?
Yeah, I think so.
Hello, how you doing? Old Crazy Catman Wargaming Miniature. And I think it's about to do that thing. Robin is here. He's presenting and often correct. We don't need to know. And there we go. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Good week. How are you two? You two all right?
Yeah.
Tickety boo. Absolutely tickety boo. Yeah, actually not too bad this week.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
had a good week's hobbying. It's been productive. It's been good.
I bet your week's hobbying, Steve, is a week's hobbying that you didn't think you'd be doing when you did your New Year's resolution.
Oh God, no, oh, absolutely not. Let's dabble with the truth now.
He starts every show of what he's been doing each week with, I wasn't expecting to do this. But
I think he has a dartboard and he wakes up in the morning and bleary-eyed and uncaffeinated just throws a dart. And it's only how many times do you reckon he ever got a double where he'll do the same thing? Like
that'd be a good way of starting your project, wouldn't it?
It does feel like the way Ken would do it, though. This is like the paper bag incident where he put everything in paper bags. And this is my not looking at the miniatures and pulling out random ones is the way that I'm going to paint them.
I've got to be encouraged to get on and do it. Yeah.
That
Dom,
was
how many paper bags would you need, mate?
Probably all of them. Probably all of them, mate.
All the paper bags.
Everything, every paper bag there is in existence would probably be needed.
All the paper bags. Awesome. Well, guys, remember we are sponsored by the lovely people over at Boards and Swords, and you can go over there. You'll get a 5% discount with the never changing code PCP5. Put that in, and you'll get 5% off the discount, which they've already put on there, so you can get some cool stuff over there. Anything that well, I think you can order it in. So if there's anything that you like, give Ian and the lads a shout, and they will potentially order it in for you. I don't want to promise that they will, but they should. Yeah, but we'll be down there in a couple of weeks anyway.
Going to change that code, and we'll be completely flummoxed because I've just about remembered it.
I mean, it's a hard code to remember.
It is a hard code to remember.
It's a very hard code to remember. I can't decide if that was him just trying to keep his life simple or just taking pity on us. How are you doing? Shaco, hello. How are you doing, James? You're late, sir. That's a flogging. But yeah, it's all good. But what have we been up to? Let's start with Steve. Steve, what have you been up to?
Weirdness.
Color me surprised.
So, when was it? So, Leah, 2 weeks ago, I didn't foresee myself getting into this kind of malarkey.
Here we go.
We all did.
Yeah, we all knew it.
It all started with this box here.
An internet search.
Yeah. So this is the Kill Team Sanctifiers. But this showed up today, which is the Kill Team Inquisitorial Agents. And I've just been doing mad kit bashing and painting and using a wet palette and enamel washes and genuinely using toxic things. It's been great. White spirits everywhere, enamel washes, smelly stuff. Odd internet purchases. So we've got a good deal on cotton buds. I bought some makeup sponges today.
Yeah.
It's all going swimmingly. So what have I been
makeup
working
sponges.
on? Oh yes.
That's it. Every good dipper. Every good dipper needs his makeup sponge.
Oh God, yes. No, they haven't. My wet palette is just it's. I tried to explain the benefits and virtues of a wet palette to my girlfriend at the weekend, and she had no interest. She had no interest.
Funny that.
Didn't want to hear about wet palettes. Strange. I know.
I had to chisel off paint off of my palette so I could see the white, because I was getting to the point where I was putting paint. I just put my finger in paint on here, and I couldn't actually tell what color it was because I used a lot of translucent stuff, and it was just coming through as the stuff underneath.
Well, I've been loving mine, and it's been revolutionary. But what have I finished? I finished this lot.
Oh, just that with Talos Miniatures has just checked in from Athens. Hello.
Hey.
Thank you for joining. Nice to have you here.
So that's what I've painted.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, that is very cool. It looks so warm and cozy in that picture.
Yeah.
And
They're
also
all sort of people
horrifying.
you'd love to go and have a beer with, aren't they?
What you can't see is the heretics in the foreground that are burning, which is why they're all so warm.
So that's some of the Sanctifies box. I'm using the other bits and pieces to do individual ones, but the green things at the back, that's a big Castellan robot, and the green dude is a kit bashed sort of Space Marine Inquisitor type person. But so I showed this last week, but this is a preacher and a drill abbot.
Son of a preacher, man.
And then it just gets weird.
Dom's already on the weird train, Steve, and he doesn't know what's going on.
No. And then we've got
that chainsaw is awesome though.
It just looks so cool.
The chippy effect you've got on that chainsaw is very impressive.
That's just a sponge. Yeah, it's just a sponge. Again, these have all been enamel washed, so just that's all I've used on these is enamel washes. And there's this chap.
Yeah, I remember him.
Who else is there? So this is a drill abbot. So he was like originally he was in the original Quizzer game at 54 mil. He was called Joseph
I remember. Yeah, no, I do remember him actually from the game.
Yeah, he was a drill abbot in that as well. Exactly the same, even down to the 11 in Roman numerals scratched into his head. I don't actually know what
is going to be our thrash band, Steve. That's going to be our thrash band. Drill abbot.
Drill abbot. I really like this one because of the mask. It's got like a really cool mask. I've done it in like a bronzy gold color. Again,
that's very cool. Do you like a mask like that?
Oh, it's freaky. This is probably my favorite though. That I absolutely enjoyed working at.
I do like that in a kind of what it says about me. But I really do like the griminess. I think you got the right level as well. I think any more and it would be over, and that's part of the thing when you're painting this way, isn't it? It's like how much is too much.
Exactly. And it's probably the best. The daft thing is using a wet palette. It was probably the best white I've ever painted, and I covered it all in streaking grime. Just one of those things. And then I built this stuff. This has been in the stash for about 2 years, but I've never got around to building it. But there we go, a Castellan robot.
Is that's actually a GW model, right?
It is, yeah. It's an Adeptus
it is, because it looks awesome.
Yeah,
but it just
it looks.
It just doesn't. It looks awesome. It does. It's the one thing. It's just like. When GW designed, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's derpy. It's very derpy.
Yeah, I was trying to find a way that wasn't insulting.
No, it's very 90. To me, it's got a very 1950s vibe about it.
It looks like it wants to give you a hug and probably kill you, but in a huggy way.
Set you on fire. Those legs were an absolute pain in the arse to put together, though.
It's very cool.
12 pieces. But that's what happened.
Pieces? You're kidding me?
No, 6 pieces each leg.
Flipping neck.
But that's what I've been up to, and I can't. Yeah, I've dug out loads of old Grimdark kit bashes. I've finished 2 more things that I need to base. I've done a kit bashed Inquisitor and an Adeptus Mechanicus dude who's just like mostly red and metal. I've got the Inquisitorial Agents box that I'm putting together and not following the instructions. I've got some old rogue traders to do as well. Yeah, I've just enjoyed myself, and again, not something I really had on the Steve painting bingo card 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know it was on all our Steve painting bingo cards.
We knew
that. Just so you know,
that all started because I saw that box and I was like, I didn't know, because I've never really looked at Kill Team. It's never really interested me. The boxes, what I've seen have been they're really nice miniatures, but I'd never seen that one before. I just thought they're so different. They're so grimdark and nasty looking.
I think the one I've seen that always gets my attention is the Night Lord box.
Oh yes,
and because I do like the Night Lords, but I feel like they're just the eternal losers. But they probably suit me very well with the way I war game. But yeah, they're very cool. I have played Kill Team.
All right.
And I enjoyed it. I can't. We put a couple of extra little rules in when we played. That made it a bit more lethal and with random. Because you don't get to activate every single model anyway. But we kind of put Tiffin in there to sort that out. David said he knew I was going to say Night Lord. Dom's switched off.
But that's what I've been up to. Like I said, it's just been. If anyone saw the state of my desk that I posted that picture on Saturday, it was just plastic everywhere.
Yes, I did.
Bits.
Yeah.
And from that, I made 2 figures. 2.
So that's probably a good segue to Dom. In the time that it took him to do 2 figures, Dom, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Do you know? Sorry, I've just got flock all over my desk. My recycling of my ancient project is coming to its final death throes, is that the right phrase? I'm on my last box, which has been great fun. So, and this will amuse anybody. It's on my unboxing of the Warlords mystery box. I'm doing the Spartan army that I already have. So I'm just rebasing all that at the moment. I have. Did
you get a buyer? Did you sell it? Is it gone?
No, it's still sitting on there. I might have to reduce it in price a bit, but no, it hasn't gone. I just want to get my £100 back. That's all I want. That's all I want.
If everyone who comes to CrackCon, if you suddenly start noticing lots of Spartans in the bags in the free sprues, you'll know it didn't go very well. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I probably didn't sell it too well, did I? With the whole kind of it was utter rubbish. But anyway, yeah, made a video about how crap it was, and then
probably not my best call, but there you go. Only 5 people watch it. It's fine. So no, I'm kind of the research. I'm really actually pleased finally to get it done. When you're doing a project and it's just like. It's so boring and frustrating, and just like, oh my goodness, how messy as well. I've for the last month probably. Evening.
Fine. The lunch break painters. Good evening. I've managed to however long is left. Yeah, there's an hour and 40 minutes left, so you got
it well.
It's a long lunch break.
Very good on a lunch break. I like it. For about must have been a month now, probably. I've had little trays of water on the table up there with figures in them, and once they've had a good soaking and the bases come off, another load go in, and I must have gone through I don't know how many boxes of figures. Well, I probably can add it up eventually, but it's finally just about there, and I must have gone through about 4 tubs of that. I think I'm on my 4th tub of that Vallejo mud from rebasing. I don't know how much super glue. My MDF collection is definitely dwindled, and I had to buy a whole load more tufts as well because I'd used them all up. So, but it's one of those things where it's so frustrating, but and kind of a bit tedious, but also very satisfying when you get it done. And it's just so what I'm going to do once these Spartans are all finished is and had a bit of a touch up, because they do look like they need a little bit of work. I'm going to, I think, just try and lay all the figures out and just have a look at what I've got, because I think it'd be quite impressive. And it'd be nice to see it all. I think, whatever the painting standard, whatever the style of figures, whatever the manufacturer, and even sometimes these are not all painted by me. Some of them, actually most of them are, but there's a few that aren't. When they're all based the same way, it doesn't half look good. I think brings it all together. Anyway, so that's pretty much done. So that's all by way of me saying I haven't done a huge amount of painting because I've been busy with that. But I did get around to doing some Hellenistic cavalry. So There we
And
go.
they're the Aventine ones.
They're the Aventines, yeah.
Look
so
at those.
Although I've got to find something to put on that standard. I need to go rummaging through my transfers and find something appropriate to go on there. But they're really good fun to do.
They're beautiful.
Nice
Were the spears that came with them?
Yeah, they are.
Are they? Because were they also, because the Roman pilums are all metal and pewter and lovely. Are these wire or are they actually?
No, they're metal and pewter.
Yeah.
And I was a bit nervous about getting them because I thought, are they going to be really bendy? You know, sometimes they just really bend.
Yeah.
And they do bend, but they're not really bendy, if you know what I mean.
No, they flex. They flex. They don't.
Yeah.
Especially when they're going into your hand. That's,
well, there is that. Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't convert them into just metal pins, because I've got so many pike on the table already that have metal pins that are well capable of just absolutely mullering your hand or any other feature that you happen to dangle over the table. I thought I don't want any more, so I just went with the spears that came with them, or the contours that came with them. So so that was I thoroughly enjoyed doing them. Actually, I only finished them. Finished them this morning, bizarrely. There you go. Before over me cornflakes. So probably one still on there somewhere. That's all I've done. That's all I've done. That's all I have done. So I hope you weren't expecting me to fill 10 minutes, because I've just done about 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, cheers for that. Yeah, that's. I need to start asking you. Do you yeah. Well, I've been fairly busy. Lord Catger, thank you very much. That's very, very kind. Aloha, thank you for the awesome battle report for the Baron's War you did. Now I'm back at building and painting my English Baron. Excellent stuff. Thanks a lot. That's
can we put that £5 towards an intervention for Martin and Robin, for the fact they need some treatment for the amount of fire starting they do in every flipping game they play?
So I didn't even clock it. It was Robin that pointed it out. I think it went halfway through the game again that we were trying to burn something.
Every single game. I bet if we went back to the last, I don't know how many games you've played, there's been some element of setting fire to something.
The Beneath the Lily Banners game, we weren't meant to set fire to anything, but Robin blew his cannon up. So that's on fire. The last pillage game, we were burning things. It just happens. But I've seen those medieval Ridley Scott films. Everything is fire. It's all those fire arrows.
Everything's on fire.
It's all those fire arrows and fire swords and fire trebuchets and fire everything. It was so I was editing that. That was great fun. I really enjoyed editing that. I really enjoyed it. It just had these. I don't want to ruin it, but if people want to watch it, it's live on the channel. It's the most recent video. It's been up a couple of days. It's doing really well. It's doing really well. Nathan McGowan, fire is fun in a game. But what made it is not ruining anything, but for the game, but just the moment where Robin's men failed the morale test and scarpered into a ditch. It just made me laugh, and I thought, he's going to do the brave Sir Robin and come blasting out of the ditch to no, he's coward in the ditch. But no, it was a brilliant game, and as the first part of some Link games, it will feed into the ongoing narrative. So that Baron's War game will go into the next one, which we'll see an assault on the castle. So it's going to be good fun, and I'm going to need a lot of casualty figures before that. Other things, I've been working on a few videos, got quite a few things planned. What else? I went around my mate Kev's and we played some 0200. We're currently playing. He set up this little board here with
nice.
Which was a great deal of fun. So we're working our way through the Great Escape box, the Starlight Live one, and it's brilliant. I think this is the best. So I really like 0200 hours. I don't do many battle reports for 0200 hours on the channel because it's really, really hard to film and edit. Basically, it's a long edit to do that because of the way the game works. And you've got cards and tokens, and I do like to play games where I'm not necessarily filming all the time. I know you guys are like that as well. Sometimes you just want to play a game. So I go around to my mate Kev, and yeah, we played this. So he was playing the escapees, and what I love about it, they got no weapons. So what they had to do, so they came on from the right-hand side of the board. They had to, in these buildings, there were different objective tokens. And there's one by that truck there, and there's a few others scattered. They've got numbers on them, and they had to find, and they basically count as supplies, and the escapees have to find them, get enough to equal 6, and then get off the opposite side of the board. But if they find the objective token with the number 4 on it, that's the bicycle, and they can cycle off the board. But they've got no weapons. They can subdue a German guard, but it's really hard. So it's just an adventure game. You know, we've played 3 games of it now, and you think it would be boring for the guy playing the escapees, but it's so tense and so fun as the German guards walk around. You know, are they going to see him? You know, they're shaking them down. There's 2 more missions in the box that we're going to play through, it's a really, really good game. So if people are looking at 0-200, it's of a nothing got set fire in this game, but it wasn't around my house. So so nothing. Boldly made a sound tactical decision. I think he did made a sound tactical decision, Robin. I don't, but
well, he lived.
Okay.
That was kind
well, he lived. He lived to
fight.
fight. Yeah. We'll see if he gets some disease in there. But I did finish some stuff. So I finished another unit of Gauls or Britons. There we go. So those guys are ready to take the field against Rome.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very
they were a lot of fun to do. Those are the newer transfers from Victrix that have got the pre-punched holes, which I have found a slight flaw with. Which is 50%, maybe 75, more like 90% down to me. So have you used them yet?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Right. So they've got a bit of a clip where the shield boss is. You've still got a bit of film there, and it kind of breaks as you put it on there, and they're quite sticky. So the edges are very sticky. And if you don't matte varnish that before you put static grass down, you end up with hairy shields.
Yeah.
So these are Victrix miniatures. I thought I would do so. These are for, I need more basically. So there we go. Just the thing is with these is it's more about, I decided it's about the trousers, the helmets, and the shields for these guys. With the horsemen, it was about the horses and the shields. With those little guys, it was about the pecs and the faces. These guys, it's all about getting the shield, because there's no point in worrying about the stuff that's behind the shield, because en masse you're not going to see it. But yeah, I was pretty pleased with how these came out. I've mixed. There's the stereotypical one carrying a head. I made it the woman who's in there. I've got the whole bag to work through. So I'm going to probably get another 2 units like this. Although technically this is a small warband in Hail Caesar, because it's only 2 the way I do it. But I've got so many of these bases now, I can probably easily fill them out a little bit. But this is needed for something that's planned for sometime later in the year, a possible thing that may be happening.
It wouldn't be for an event that might be happening somewhere up in Derby area.
It might be.
It might be. But yeah, I'm pleased with those.
Very nice.
It's really big. And before anyone says it, I know that the woad is not the right shade of blue. So if that person is watching who sent me the essentially swatches of blue and the berries that go with them, so I get the rose of blue. Thank you. I discovered a new berry, and that's why it's that color. So
it wasn't Dawn, was it? Just asking.
No. I can't remember who it was. I've had. We all get those comments from time to time. With trying to be super helpful. This one was very aggressively helpful. to the point where I had to sort of say, I don't care.
Traitor.
Hey, are you saying that my ghouls have got the more correct shade of blue than Dom's Union troops? And off you go, Lionheart. That's it. No, see, we know which way his colours are. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I'm working on some other bits and bobs. I'm trying to do one of those because I started those on Saturday and finished them last night. Or I did the pigments actually this morning, but I'm trying to do one mass unit at a weekend, work on other things during the week, and that way I'm hoping to churn out enough by CrackCon. Sorry?
Do you need that many? Because you've already got so many goals.
I don't understand the question.
I mean, I know there's a sort of an irony in me asking that question, but I'm just
what are you on about?
I never thought, Dom, you would ever utter the words, do you need that many?
That's
I just heard Elaine in my mind there for some reason. I don't know why.
yeah. Oh dear. Let's just have a look back there. James said there was much rejoicing, much burning. Yeah. What else have we got in here? Not hairy shields, sticky ends and hairy shields. What have I jumped into? Many people ask themselves that. Cheers, James. Glad you like them. I'm very excited about what we're going to be using them for. Dwarven Mustache says he knows someone in the Derby area who's working on a War of the Roses army. Excellent. I know someone who's got a War of the Roses army. I know 2 people who've got Wars of the Roses army. I also know someone on this stream who had a who got bullied into getting a Wars of the Roses army and then bastardized them into tufty abominations.
Yes.
Who knows? Where else have we got in here? Oh yeah, no, it's all good. Hit the woad, Jack, and don't ever come back, Robin. Oh god. You should, Lynn. Absolutely, you should see a doctor if the hairy shields last longer than 4 hours. Aggressively helpful is a new performance review goal for Narcissus. That's something that Narcissus would do.
Oh god,
aggressively helpful. It was aggressively helpful in showing them the error of their ways.
With a pie chart.
Excellent. No, it's all it's good. Right, listen, we've had a old crazy cat man has asked if there's any chance we could get auto-generated captions. I think you can get it on the playback. I don't know if you can get it if we can do it live. I know YouTube will do it automatically on the playback, I believe.
Yeah.
But I don't think we can do it live. It's something we could look into. But
then,
remember
when we had the Northern takeover.
I was about to say when we have the Yorkshire, yeah.
People wanted subtitles that night as well.
Yeah, leave that up. Oh, is that the comments? That's the comments.
That's comments coming through. Yeah. I don't know.
Jeremy Taylor. Martin's video inspired me to do some local research on the local magnates for my Barons War. Come on, which one was it? Which utter bastard is your local one? I have a couple of bastards in my area, and then a bigger bastard turned up to kick those bastards out, but then those bastards beat him. It'd be great now if I get.
There's a lot of bastards in East Anglia. Jesus,
there are. Thank you, thank you very much. Big Small Worlds has said that he used a steam iron to create the smoke for figure photos. Iron in one hand, camera in the other. Not easy. I used vape. I got my friend to vape in because all that smoke effect you'll see in my photos. People ask me, what to do it is. A long time. It must be about 8 years ago now. I think 8-9 years ago. I just got my friend to vape in front of a piece of green paper, took a photo of it, and then just removed the green skin and created a transparent effect on it. And that's what you can see in all those photos. Is my friend blowing vape. He used to as well when we were playing bolt action. If a tank blew up, we'd take the turret off and he would blow the vape into there, and then we would put the turret back on and it would slowly seep out of it.
Love it.
you know.
And that strikes me as extremely dangerous. I know what I would end up doing if I had a camera in one hand and an iron.
The ironing.
But no, that never happens. I suspect I might end up with an iron face or something stupid. Or
apparently it's the Bishop of Winchester. Yeah. Oh, excellent. Oh, he's a proper character. I can't remember his actual name though. Is it Roach? Della Roche?
Bishop,
like
Bishop.
See, I think he has the keys, doesn't he? He has like 2 keys and another key, almost a papal one, but not.
Oh, is that you can get Futsal do a figure for him, don't they? I think
they do. Futsal do a lot of figures. It's of course Mr. Paul Hicks, who we had on last week, and that was awesome. Having Paul last week.
That was a good chat.
There was some proper weirdness and then also some proper off buying of his figures. I believe it's always good getting him on. But yes, he's sculpted a lot of figures, and the Bishop of Winchester is certainly one of them. But no, that's all good. Right, we do have a question that's been popped in there. So guys, come up with any other questions. Roll up. So Grindor simply said, here's a question. What would you suggest as painting tips for someone new to the hobby? Should we do one each? One tip each? That sounds a bit weird, but yeah, one tip.
Go for it. Yeah.
Go on then. Steve, what's your painting tip for someone new to the hobby?
Never ever compare yourself to what other people are painting. Ever.
Good one.
You may and you may see people on Instagram spending a million hours painting, this one figure, and it looks nice, but never compare yourself to people ever. Just don't. Just tread your own path, choose your own way, and paint your own way, your own style, your own technique. That's the number one thing I can think of, because if you were to constantly compare your own work, if you're new to what other people have been doing, who've been painting for possibly decades, it's going to be so demotivating, and you're going to doubt yourself. And now just crack on and never compare yourself to other people's painting.
Okay. Dom, what's your tip? Compare yourself to other people's painting.
Yeah. Make sure you compare yourself to it. No. I'm going to say it's sort of in a similar theme. Don't expect suddenly to be doing amazing paint jobs all the time, because it takes time. And even when you've been doing it a long time, we talk about regularly on here, I think. Well, actually, I've not heard Martin say it, but me and Steve definitely said it, where we kind of change the way we paint things, and just different approaches for kind of things that you how you used to paint and then how you do now, and it evolves as you go along, and you find your own way through the process. So yeah, I think don't expect miracles like Steve's saying, because it will take time. It's like everything, practice makes perfect. So keep practicing, and you will get better as you get along, or at least to the point where you're satisfied, because I think that's the other thing, where you're just happy with what you've done. So yeah, that's my one. What about you, Martin?
I would say so mine would be adjust your, I guess again it's a similar thing, but based on what you're painting. So if you're painting mass battle, just adjust your expectations. A bit like I was saying, if you're painting mass battle Romans, it's basically to what I said myself to other people's work. It's true. But no, what I would say is look at what you're actually trying to achieve. If you're doing mass battle Romans or Gauls, like the ones I did, like I said, I don't think there's any problem with sticking the I stuck the shields on these before I painted them. Because the bit behind the shield, it doesn't matter. The scutum covers 2/3 of the body, because that's what it was designed to do, and it's all in shadow. So don't worry about it. Just think about what you can see. So on here, most of these are just one coat, they're contrast, and then maybe so the skin on that guy at the front with the Wodan, I've done him. The guy with the blue shield, he's wearing the sort of lamellar armor. I've done. I didn't really do much extra on him, to be honest. I just kind of picked out a few details on the armor. So maybe find one detail if you're playing a skirmish game and you want your miniature to have a lot more details from him. But if you're doing mass battles, just focus on what you can see and listen to the back rankers. If you're making a 20-man unit, maybe pick, I don't know, maybe 25%, a third, and work on those maybe with a little bit more detail and let them be your front rankers. And then the other ones, just do basic paint jobs, slap a wash on them, highlight on any plumes or anything, give them a flag. Flags everywhere. That's it. And that, massive other bonus tip, flags. Just more flags.
Definitely.
More flags. They do better in games.
Flags. Even when they weren't flags.
Yeah.
I think it's
that's
true.
it. Yeah.
A lot of people are saying, in the comments about the 3-foot rule or whatever, and I think that's absolutely right. At the end of the day, if you're doing a cabinet, a figure that you're going to put in a paint cabinet or whatever, or entering a paint competition, that's completely different. But if you're doing figures for the table, particularly if they're a mass battle, you're going to be standing 3-4 foot away from them. So as long as they look good on mass like that.
Yeah. But don't be afraid to ask for help as well and tips, from other people, and not necessarily people who are amazing. But that being said, we've got some amazing painters in the group. So there's some awesome people in the group, people who win competitions. By the way, congratulations, Paul, if you're watching this. I did see you picked up some more gongs over the last couple of weeks. And you've got Paul Mackay with everything that he works on. So do check his stuff out. But that being said, there are also other people. If you want to know how Dom cranks out units at a rate of knots, just ask him. I'm going to share Robin's little nugget of wisdom. He's just been.
Does it involve?
Don't complain you aren't getting better if you can't be bothered to actually try getting better.
I mean, that's fair.
That is fair. It is fair.
Yeah. Robin just rolling in there with the fortune cookie, the harsh fortune cookie. But that's fair. That's fair.
To see his staff appraisals when he doesn't, but there you go. Good.
I don't think even his staff want to see his staff appraisals. No, that's it. Close the curtains, light the candles, and summon the golden demon. Thin your paints, Yes. Yeah, no, I do as well.
I think lighting is, if you get into tactical stuff around painting, decent lighting is absolutely. He says just turning on a big light. Having a good light source makes a huge amount of difference when you're painting.
Yeah, what you were saying earlier, old school says the same about don't paint armies, not individuals. Robert says hide your wallets before watching this program. Nice. Tony, pick a base coat that makes your painting easier. The model will mostly be brown, a brown primer. Yeah. Good shout. If the stuff is all armored, just chuck some steel on there. Jonathan has said the best tip he ever got was from his manager at GW. Poor basing ruins good miniatures. Good basing will make even dodgy miniatures look good. That's very true.
Very true.
That's very true. Absolutely. No, absolutely. Oh God, bloody hell! There's loads of comments coming in. So I had a weird dream that some made me play pillage at his house, and I wasn't allowed to wear shoes. You would be allowed to wear shoes, don't worry. So I kept getting flock stuck in my toes, plus you wouldn't let me leave, and there was a spider. Did you remove the spider?
Have you been sending some of your weird beers, Steve, to somebody? I'm just
no, definitely nothing to do with me at all. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Absolutely. No. It's.
Apparently, whenever you go to Martin's house, you have to go in somebody's car that you've just borrowed for the weekend.
So Matt, who is a commission painter, has got the advice. Remember, sex can wait. Thin your paint.
Yeah.
There's That's from someone who does it professionally. There we go. And painting.
Well, painting.
Painting, I mean. And to be fair, yeah, as James has posted it 3 times because he clearly wants us to say it, Yorkshire does have a fairly good one, which is just stop about and paint it.
Yeah,
it is decent advice. It is decent advice.
Yeah.
Dwarven Mustache has said that he still needs to get to his Barons War. For me, there'll be the Ferrers and the Hollands. Excellent. Oh God, there's so many things that keep on coming. I do love it. Another question, Michael Porter. How do you stay committed to a hobby project? Be it scenery or an army or a theatre? I always get a certain way through and then my eyes wander to a different project. That would be my question. I feel like we should just bounce this one straight at Steve, who bounces around from project to project like a madman.
I have absolutely no willpower or anything like that. I mean, 2 weeks ago, I was painting 10mm Agincourt English. A week later, I'm using a wet palette enamels and painting grimdark kit bashes for Kill Team. And I also recently picked up a Stargrave rulebook and Sword Weirdos and a Space Weirdos add-on. And I'm even thinking about scenery again. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's an affliction. It's an affliction. I need help.
How did old Steve stay committed to the bolt action stuff though? Because you had a list, you wrote everything out, bought it in one go, and then worked your way through it.
Jeez, I can't believe it's just so different. So back, we're talking. So my bolt action sort of ramped up, say 2017, 2018, 2019. And for projects, I'd sit down, I'd write a list, I'd buy the figures, I'd get the figures delivered, I'd paint the figures, and that would be it. And I wouldn't be distracted by weirdness. I just paint bolt action. Occasionally, I'd dip into like painting a Blood Bowl team or something like that. But
how long did that Blood Bowl team take you?
2 editions.
Cool. Just wanted to check.
I started painting that in 2016 when I got it, and I finished it 2 years ago. I don't know, to paint 2 teams. No, I'm useless. I mean, I've said about my mate Ian that I game with. He's so focused, and he's just like, and commit. If he starts a project, he will just paint that, and there's very, very rarely any deviation to anything else. That's probably why he's got about 1 million points of Imperial Japanese for bolt action. I don't know. I'm just distracted by new shiny things, and I can't. I honestly can't. I can't focus. I used to be so focused and disciplined about everything that I did.
It's almost like I'm just gonna throw this out there. You know, there used to be someone else on the stream that was like that, and then they're gone. They seem to have. Just saying.
Do you think he's taken an over? Do you think they think
maybe?
What? Oh, shit. Yeah, that's there definitely was somebody like that around here. Don't know why.
Yeah. So to sum up, I'm literally the wrong person to take advice from, because I can't. I just can't.
Okay. Go on then, Dom. What's yours? What's your
blimey. I mean, for me, as a couple of people have mentioned it already in the comments, is multiple projects. That's always a good way for me, because I do find if you are focused entirely on one thing, for me anyway, I find it really hard to. It becomes a chore. Then it becomes like work. You know, it's like you have to do it. So I would rather have a few projects on the go where I can rotate round, and sometimes I feel like doing one thing more than another, so I'll do that. But ultimately for me, because I've always said it's about the gaming, so it's having a goal of getting the figures on the table to play a game, or to a week where, you know, days gone by, it used to be when we were doing some kind of event or whatever, and I'd make sure I had to have the figures painted for that. So that would sort of make me crack on and get them done. But yeah, that's it's definitely I think variety is the spice of life. My thing, and if
Yeah.
you know what, I think also sometimes unless you've got an event coming up or something going on, if you're not happy or not feeling it painting something, put it aside, move on to something else. You know, come back to it. It's not like it's going to go off. So difficult if you've got a competition or a convention to run a game at or something like that to do that. But I think I've got a few. Like my Italian Wars, was one of the projects I wanted to do, but I've parked it. I will come back to it, but I've just got other things I want to do first. So I parked it and we'll come back to it at some point in time.
Yeah. So it can also, and then when I say this can be hard, this isn't a woe is us hard, but if you get sent something as well, like out of the blue, or something that you're interested in, or that maybe features, and you actually have to kind of feed that into your sort of project queue, which is why it's not a bad thing to turn things down, which might get you on some people's shit lists, as I've discovered. It's you try, especially if you're working on a project and obviously a company, wants to do something, sends you something and you're already working on that, then that's brilliant. But sometimes, we have things, and we're lucky enough that sometimes people do send us stuff that we want to, review, that it makes sense that we do. And then you're sitting there going, right, now I've got to paint this, but I also need to finish a battle report for next week. And because we're not all like Dom, who can kick out a unit or an army in what should we say?
Hour.
An hour. I agree with you, Dom. I have a couple of things on the go. It's like I've got the I'm doing it at the weekend. I'm just trying to get a unit of ancients done at the weekend, because to me the ancients work en masse. So I think that's a sensible amount of time. About 4 hours a unit is what I'm spending on them. And then I've got some other models that I'm working on which are more skirmish gamey. So a little bit more time on those during the week. That's kind of the way I'm doing it. I like to finish things in maybe divisions. Like I've got enough Gauls Britons here to make a division's worth of stuff. So I'll do that. Then I'll maybe move on to something new. Although I've got the Romans from Aventine to paint, and they're looking at me, and they're lovely. And I want
they're jealous seeing your Gauls being painted, aren't they?
I kind of want to. It's not that the Victrix Gauls aren't nice. It's just that the Aventine stuff is really, really, really nice. And I want to paint them. So they're there.
I think the other thing to think about is I think you hear this from a lot of people. I'm not feeling it, what have you. It's it's not. It's supposed to be fun, right? So if you're not enjoying it, put them down, go and do something else, or go and have a game, or read a book, or read the rules about whatever it is you're playing, or whatever. It's supposed to be a laugh and it's supposed to be fun. It's not a chore. If it becomes a chore, then that's not so good, I think.
Right.
There's been loads of times when I've sat down and after 10 minutes I've thought, I'm not feeling it tonight. I'm going to go and play some video games. There should never be hobby guilt. You should never be guilted or feel guilty because you're not painting.
No, absolutely not. And that's the way to be. Yeah, that's the way to get done. Michael Porter says he doesn't think he's known anyone to constantly paint as much as Dom. P.S. Steve, where get shoes?
Shoes?
I don't know.
I don't know. I wear shoes. Not very often.
What else have we got in here? Talos Miniatures. To be fair, go and check out Talos Miniatures. Actually, it does sculpting and stuff. And I know that because you do some sculpting for like Steel Fist and stuff as well. And it's awesome. I was trying to understand folded metal T-shirts as a trainers. Yeah, I'm trying to discover which band makes the best type of hill. Slayer makes the best uneven ground, and I think that's because my Slayer t-shirt's got such a big print on it that it's slowly cracking, and therefore it makes this kind of really nice uneven ground. Mostly because I've got about 30 Iron Maiden t-shirts, that's quite good for building like a large sort of terrain area. I do have an Ocean Colour Scene t-shirt somewhere, and that is obviously what I use to line the bin. So that was one of the first gigs I ever went to, was Ocean Colour Scene in Hull Civic Centre, I think it was. Is it Civic Centre? In the centre of Hull.
I remember years ago I put an advert on a band website about hooking up, possibly get into a band, and you used to put your influences down. So I put, Slayer to Agnostic Front with anything in between. And about an hour later, a guy sent me a message. He said, "Do you want to try out for my Ocean Colour Scene cover band?"
Amazing.
And I feel bad, and it was over 20 years ago, but I didn't reply. I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Do you know what? I forget about the Ocean Colour Scene or even a thing, and then I think they did a couple of the songs in Lockstock, and it was on the other day, and it almost triggers me to remember that night out in Hull back in like 1999 or whatever it was when I went and got that t-shirt. Oh dear. Oh god. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, something went a bit funny on my paint. Where are we? Is that what drove me to metal? What, listening to Ocean Colour Scene? Yes, yeah, clearly. That so Ocean Colour Scene, Travis, who are those other really sort of beige bands I can't think of? Top Loader, that's another one.
Jeez.
Yeah.
My God. It's like some kind of musical therapy session.
There is, isn't it? I was thinking the same thing. It's like it was suddenly. I wasn't expecting the stream to go quite this way.
Well, no, but Dom's sitting there going, "I've got these on my playlist."
Yeah, I don't mind Ocean Colour Scene. I'm saying it now. There you go. Quite. All right.
Do you like the Lighthouse Family?
I wouldn't go that far.
Peep Show is excellent to watch. So Talos, sorry, we always Talos Miniatures, his first Iron Maiden gig was in Athens in 1994 with Blaze. But so I was really nice about Blaze. Must have seen them more than 10 times since. I agree. I've seen Maiden a lot. And I sat there trying to like work it out, seeing if I could justify seeing them again, and then I decided that I didn't need to justify seeing them again. I turned around to my wife, said I was buying a ticket. She said she didn't care. So why was I torturing myself? Yeah, I went, and it was awesome. I saw them at Wembley, not Wembley, the London Stadium last year, and it was glorious. Dom prefers Duran Duran. That's true.
You know what? I love a bit Duran Duran. That's good. Yeah. Now you can talk.
Dom, I love your Duran Duran story.
Have we heard that this year? Have we had that this year?
Have we had it this year? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's time.
People probably, and a couple of thousand watching on the replay. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I went to see Duran Duran at Wembley. With my buddies, because we realised that it was going to be full of girls, because there's no blokes used to go to Duran Duran concerts in those days, and we had a great time, and we screamed for John Taylor because nobody else was. Oh no, not John. Oh God, what was his? I've forgotten his name now. The drummer one. We used to scream for him because all the girls all went for the other one. And I managed to fall over the back of the chair and break my ankle, which was quite a good thing to do at a concert. There you go. And I got zero sympathy from my buddies, as you would expect.
That's
used to go to loads of gigs. Fantastic. They were great fun. It was an experience. It was an experience.
I used to go to gigs all the time, but easily one a week, one a fortnight, one a week, and then last year was the first time I've been to a gig in 5 years since lockdown, and just because of having kids and time and everything. And I did 3, and I was like, yes, I've done 3 gigs. And then we were looking back at photos like through Facebook and saying, hey, do you remember this year where we like managed to see like 100 bands? I remember those days. I also remember not being tired. I go after work, I finish,
you
finish digging on site all day, go to London, night out, and then come back, and then have Slayer neck the next day. Where your neck's like this, and you just kind of walk around like this for the whole day. And so, not anymore. Not anymore.
Just old and crew. Oh yeah, I'm with you. I'm with Digger. Prefers the Cure. Yeah,
the Cure.
The Tricks. I'm in love. Oh, blimey. Very good indeed. The Cure are one of my favourite bands of all time, and I've seen them multiple times.
The Duran Duran mosh pit is wild. It absolutely is. What's the what? This is of it. What's the wildest pit you've ever been in while we paint? What's the wildest pit you've been in?
1996 Rage Against the Machine Evil Empire tour. I thought I wasn't going to escape alive. It was absolutely mental.
What about you, Dom?
I mean, I can't say I've been to an awful lot, but I do remember, for very different reasons, probably you two. I do remember thinking I might not come out alive from I don't really call it mosh pit. It was certainly very moshy. I went to Glastonbury one year when it had been particularly wet, and I can't even remember who it was. The band we were playing, who was playing? Oh, maybe it was Darkness were on, and we were all going absolutely bananas in the middle of it. And it was so muddy that everyone kept falling over, and we ended up absolutely. I felt I was going to drown in the mud. that was a proper mosh pit. That was a real mosh. God, Jesus.
The mud. I mean, that's, to be fair, the mud and the rivers of urine are why I stopped going to download. My one would probably be, I've seen quite a lot in Amon and Marth back in, I think this would be about 2012, and they usually have the mosh pits are good, but they're not normally that fun. And this one just went absolutely mental when they played Death in Fire, and I just got kind of sucked into it like a washing machine was going. Like I just ended up in it. I lost Haley, I lost half my friends, and like when it just got so hot and all of the oxygen just left. Battle of the Bastards in Game of Thrones. He's trying to the oxygen is getting. That's how that felt. I had sunglasses on. I came out with broken sunglasses. Ripped t-shirt. My friend came out, my friend Andy, and I thought I was like, oh God, are you all right? And I went over to him, I was like, Jesus, what happened to you? And I got a tissue because he had blood on his face, and I wiped it, and it wasn't his. I just wiped some blood. I was like, whose blood is it? It was a photo. It's on my profile somewhere. It's just him with his blood on his face. It was an amazing gig. That was actually, I remember that gig. I know we'll go back to miniatures in a minute, but Kiss were playing on the main stage and they started early, like the a-holes they are at that point. And the noise from the Amon and Marth crowd in the tent drowned out the Kiss on the main stage because they started early. So half the crowd who were going to go and watch them were still watching the other bands. So they just wanted to play when they wanted to play. Yeah. Oh dear. Should we get this back on track? Should we do some news? That'll get us on track.
Can I just say,
let's get us back
there's
on
no
track.
greater feeling than when Kit Bash when you find the perfect arm. The absolute perfect arm.
Can someone clip that for the Pearls of Wisdom from Steve, please?
Because
chapter 5.
I don't like the pose on this veteran sergeant from this box. He's got too many knives and guns and swords. So I've just found a Gene Stealer hybrid of neophyte arm that fits and looks absolutely perfect. I am so chuffed with that. Easily pleased, easily amused.
Good for you.
All right. I'm pleased. That's like the high point of Steve's night, and you've all been a witness to it. So,
it is. I do not have the words to describe how happy I am.
Awesome. Right, Dom, the news. Have we got some horrific music to put on?
Hang on. We have the news.
Now for the news. But think, can you really afford this? Especially the weird shit.
When did you do that? I didn't realise you'd uploaded that. You sent us that during the week. I didn't realise you'd uploaded it.
I'll just play that again because it tickled me.
Now for the news. But think, can you really afford this? Especially the weird shit.
There you go. Oh, jeez.
I love Narcissus. Narcissus is the best. I'm right. Okay, we're gonna. We have to have a conversation at the end of this, and we need to go and. I think we need to do it. That's amazing. It's the most underappreciated general in history, and also the most shady looking.
He is shady looking, very shady.
He's just like that smile. He looks like the Joker.
I did ask. I said it was obviously that was AI generated, and I did say and finish with a really creepy smile. It certainly did that.
Thank you very much, Crazy Cat Man. Thank you very much. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. I'll make sure Dom gets that. We'll get him a point with that one. Thank you very much. Apparently, old school. Oh no, I missed it. Old school. Pure narcissism. Fanboy for narcissism. I don't know. Should we ask that question? Should we ask the question?
Go on then. Go for it.
If there was a narcissist figure, genuinely, how many people would be interested? Just say I in the chat. If there was, I just curious. We're just curious. Who cares about Belisarius? Screw that guy. No, it's all about Narcissus. We just want to.
This is a Narcissus-friendly stream here. That's all we're saying.
This is Narcissus-friendly. Oh God, go for it. You better start this off. I need to get over that.
Right. So, a couple of things I saw. First up, I know this has got people somewhat excited out there in the certainly in the skirmish gaming world. Muskets and tomahawks, the keeping and bayonets. Coming out next month.
Did you read that this has got the Franco-Prussian lists in it?
I did.
Does that make you, because you were looking for some rules for Franco-Prussians?
I was thinking about selling my Franco-Prussians, and now I am not.
This could be the one. I love muskets and tomahawks, and as I always said, this would be the one to make me do American Civil War. I know some people, Don, they prefer big battles, but I just I love this system. It's small battle skirmish, isn't it? It's you're fighting. I mean, I've got about 120 models in my army, which I know is like one company or whatever it is in a mass battle, but it's a very I think it'd be very good at depicting certain things. Obviously, I don't think it's suitable for depicting a full-on battle, but certainly maybe individual parts of it or defenses of areas. But with the Franco-Prussian stuff,
like the sort of campaign. I mean, at the end of the day, there would have been a number of quite small-scale battles amongst all the really big stuff. So I think it's fairly reasonable to sort of do maybe a regiment against a regiment or something like that. But I'm just hoping it's more like the earlier version of Muskets and Tomahawks and not the Napoleonic one, because for some reason that just never seemed to work for me.
I think that comes down to theme and setting. Some people, it won't bother them at all, but it's got to work with the idea of it, doesn't it? Or the way that we know that the war was conducted, and certain things that took place during those conflicts. I still think this is the best setting is the one it's written for, which is the French-Indian War. It makes perfect sense. I'm very with the Franco-Prussian stuff. That's really interesting. I really want to see how they handle some of the weapons. It'll be good for burning things.
Thanks, Robin. I am very interested. So I don't know where they're selling it in different countries. Apologies, because I know we've got a lot of people from other places. But if in the UK, I know North Star are doing a pre-order for this. Because I think it's out April, they said. So get yourself over there, have a look at the website. I think they're doing a sort of an army deal. If you haven't, I've got far too many ACW figures anyway, but you can pick up an army deal along with the rule book and all the cards. So
Jeremy said, "What are the unit sizes?"
What I remember, they were 8s and 10s, weren't they?
You can have 4 so if you've got like scouts and skirmishers, they can go down to 4. But I think the max, I think you can go up to 6. I've got 16 in one of my units, 16 but I think that's if you're, isn't it 16 if you're a formed unit?
It was they were sort of in little subunits of 8, but you could put 2 of them together to make 16s or even 24s to make a solid line. So I mean, anything from 4 up to about 24 figures in a unit, but probably no more than I don't know, 50 figures a side, something like that. It's probably where you're setting, in that order, roughly. But it's as Martin as I think the AWI one, French Indian Wars version, was fantastic. I thought Napoleonic just didn't work for me, so I'm hoping this is more like the first. We're back in North America, so maybe it'll be the right setting for it. So anyway, I'm excited for that. So that's coming along. Also, our friend Ian at Flags of War, I think just after we went live last week, he put up a whole load of new flags that you can pick up from Flags of War. So these are all Viking banners. So nice. If you're interested in, I know Vikings and Dark Age is definitely getting a look at that. It's lovely, that one. I really like those. Lots and lots of versions here that you can pick up. So poodle over to his Flags of War site and have a look at what's available. Some nice options there if you're doing Vikings at the moment. The other thing I saw was Empress, talking about Mr. Hicks and all the excellent work he does. Look at these fellas. Sikh.
Oh, lovely. Oh, wow.
I think they're Sikh World War One, but they could also be used in the latter Imperial Wars. Beautiful, beautiful figures. Really love these. These are available for Empress at the moment. And I think they are absolutely magnificent. So, yeah, really, really nice.
Very cool.
That's all I got. What about you?
I have a few bits and bobs. I should have prepared myself a little bit better. Here we go. So did you see that Footsore are going to Kickstarter to produce a new sort of a new edition or a reprint of Cry Havoc?
Oh yeah,
which is very cool. That'll bring some memories back for people. You can go follow them on Kickstarter now. They've got some awesome old pictures of the book up. Brilliant game. Lots of fond memories of that. But it's very cool. I think Gary Chalk has come back to do or is doing some art, which is cool. For those people who do like their 40k, which is why Dom's disappeared. I thought this was quite cool, and I can't remember if they've actually done something like this before. There is now a Orc Boss plastic kit, which you can, like a customizable one. You know, like I know they had I've always had Orc Bosses, obviously. Yeah. And I think there was some, I don't know how much custom, you know what I mean. Anyway, so you can make like a guy. I actually quite like that Orc. He looks suitably big. Yeah. Big. He's clearly skipped leg day, but he's suitably big. And then so you've just got some other, and it comes with like an ammo grot and a squig. I do like a squig, but yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool. You do like to put some bits on there. There is a tactical rock. There is just for James. A tactical War rock. It's up on Kickstarter at the moment. Dom talked about this last week, but the US mounted cavalry from Great Escape Games is up on their up on Kickstarter now. It's only a 2-week Kickstarter, so head over there. They've already unlocked a couple of stretch goals, but I do like the guy waving the hat. So there's a few options, quite a lot of options about how to build these, which is always cool to see. So these will work really well with the dismounted set that came out earlier in the year, just before Christmas actually. And then I always like to show these off, right? You know, warp miniatures. So warp miniatures.
Oh,
you
gosh,
make these awesome little minis, how well? Let me just put it up. They're mushrooms. I love these. These are phenomenal. Look at this guy. So you can join his.
What I love about this, I can only see half of Steve's face, but he's looking so perplexed, like I do with most of the stuff he's working on.
He has that maniacal look on his face, like
they remind me of an album cover by Infected Mushroom called Army of Mushrooms, and they just remind me of that album cover.
Well, look, here's the whole set. This is the whole set. There you go.
Oh, that is fun.
Look at the one with the sling at the bottom. look, he's like. I don't. These are great. So if you're maybe building an army for Midgard or Oathmark, something a bit different, or you're looking for RPG monsters, then these are perfect, and they've got that bit of whimsy about them that makes them suitably fun. So do go and check them out. Warp Miniatures. They've got a brick and mortar store now in Nottingham, don't they?
They do,
which is very cool to see. So they must be doing something. Something, right? Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Jeez.
Yeah. Something else to just to say as well. So friend of the stream, Andy Oval, who some of you will know did the podcast for a while. It was Anything But a One, wasn't it? Did he Anything But One? And I think so I don't know. I was on there. I think you guys. He's often shared us, and we've been on there. Anyway, Andy has now started his own YouTube channel, which is called Box in a Month. Now, Andy, I think this is a neat little idea, and Andy is a absolutely cracking chap. So I encourage you to go over, check it out. But basically, he's going to pick a box of miniatures each month, and he's going to paint it, giving updates every week on how he's going to do it. And he's going to mix it up. So there'll be some fantasy, there'll be some historical stuff, maybe some small stuff, maybe some large stuff, but he's got a lot of stuff to work through, and he's already got a few subs and that. But I'm going to pop a link in down there. He's a cracking chap. Go and have a look at that, because we can if you're thinking about whether or not to pick something up, you're going to see the way he stumbles. That sounds awful, the way he stumbles through a box. I don't mean it that way. I mean how he progresses through a box and any pitfalls that he comes along the way. But do go and take a look. So
box a month. What's he going to do for the rest of the month? Good grief! Come on, stretch yourself, Andy.
This is sorry, I forgot that Dom was on the stream, so didn't go. Oh dear. Right, let's go have a look. The other thing probably should say as well, we will have an announcement for CrackCon on the ticket release coming up soon, including also the name. And again, if you are interested in putting on a game, do email us down below. We've already received some emails. We've already chatted some. There is already a lovely little spread of games appearing, and it's going to be exciting. Box in a day.
Box in a year from Don.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm excited. Remember, 17th of October is the date for CrackCon if you missed it last week. Any suggestions? We've had a few come in, haven't we, for games?
We have, and we've spoken to a few. So hang on, let me just work this out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the bag already, but always welcome to have more. So if there's a game that you would like to put on, please email us. What we're doing is, if, for example, because we want to have a good spread of games, fantasy, sci-fi, historical, World War, Napoleonic, ships, boats, whatever. But if there's, for example, there's two people who want to put on the same game, it might be that we can put you guys in touch with each other, and you can put on a game together, or you can put on a slightly large game. And something like that. So we want to ensure that we have a good spread. We'll of course be announcing there'll be a charity raffle again. We'll be announcing what the charity is as we go through the year. Of course, there will be t-shirts and all of this kind of stuff again, and of course the ever sought after dice. Once we've decided what the color will be. Lynn Harford has got one for you, because obviously Dom is our scout to the US in a couple of weeks, and so Lynn's just asking if there's any plans for a meetup one night during Adepticon for any PCPers that happen to be over there.
There isn't as yet, but there could be. Definitely we should meet up. I think we're yeah. I mean, ultimately, yeah. Drop me a line, send me a note, and give me a number, and we'll try and fix something up. I haven't really actually.
I should make sure you tell Ken send Ken to a different.
Oh, obviously, we won't tell Ken. He'll probably start trying to charge tickets or something for it. So knowing Ken,
yeah,
but yeah, well, Ken and I will be there. So will Alid and James, and obviously Don and Rafferty will be there as well. Running all their shindigs and all their fantastic stuff. So yeah, love to meet up with a few folks. Be great fun. Have a beer or three. Actually, I'm not drinking much beer at the moment, so it might have to be whiskey. There you go.
I'm doing a lot of beer at the minute either. We just had Martin. Your videos inspired me to get my Napoleonics painted. Nearly finished my French and my British allies. Now my Prussians. Excellent.
Good man.
I need to have another game. I need to have another Napoleonic game soon, whether that's Soldiers of Napoleon or Black Powder or something. I just need to have another game. Talos came back with his Bosch Bit experience was 1996 Slayer in Rock of Gods, the predecessor Festival of Rockwave in Athens. To be fair, I have been in the Slayer pit, and it was just a fight for survival. Dom was apparently reenacting Agincourt at Glastonbury.
Probably was, actually. Probably very similar.
Digger Down Under says his wet palette reminds him of Cradle of Filth.
Yeah, I can certainly see that.
Graham Travers, okay, thank you. With his pedant's hat on, we do like some pedantry. Can he point out it should be pronounced Narcissus rather than Narcissus? Narcissus.
He was nasty. Whatever.
He was nastiest. Michael says, you guys are like a warm cup of tea and a biscuit after being outside all day in terms of having people who talk the same nonsense as you. That's why we gravitate to each other. That's why we still do this crap after 7 years. 6 years. Gwindor says, can we change the news section to be called Money Time?
Money.
Yeah. Ken does need to go through customs. That's correct. And Lynn Hubbard said that would be awesome to meet as much of this crazy bunch as possible. There'll be 2 of us over there. Steve only comes out twice a year. And I couldn't make it, but I will be at the Carry On Cracking, which is of course the same weekend, I think. So I'll be up in Derby. With a load of the guys in the chat here playing some games there. So if people are in Derby, do come and say hello, or if you just happen to be around, that would be absolutely awesome. It's been a busy night considering this was just a paint along and a chat. Narcisse. To make your mind up.
I mean, we'll forget anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't matter. We know you're in Derby.
I've just realised something. So these miniatures I primed tonight, the kit bashes, they're kit bashes of Plastic Cadians and Plastic Empire. They're like these Renaissance Imperial Guard. I built these in 2013. I just tried to work out where they're from and when I built them. 2013. I built these. That's they've been in the stash ever since.
See, 2013 to me feels like it wasn't that long ago.
No, it doesn't to me either.
Um,
Well, I've been doing that with this recycling project with all these ancients, and I started to think, oh God, I must have had these 10, 15 years. And then I think, actually, no, 20, 25 years, some of them. And they just bring back memories. It's extraordinary. You look at them, you think, I can remember when these, the number. There was a group of Peltas that I was working through the other day. And I thought, these guys are true veterans. They must have fought on so many different, in so many different wars, so many different armies, proper mercenary veterans. They are just figures just don't die. Just keep reusing them. Just dust them down.
Ways to rebase. Michael Porter has said, can we get some opinions on wargaming the Peterloo massacre? My friend is obsessed with it because his great grandfather fought in it and he was a cavalry officer. That sounds like it's gonna be one of those personal things where like it's a project that you almost sort of build on your own. But I don't know if I would necessarily wargame it. It would be, I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, it's an odd one, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, this is one of these things, isn't it? We've talked about this before when you have like a familial connection to some stuff. Some people won't. Some people won't touch World War II, Vietnam. Completely understand. But then there are other people who are interested in. They're interested in painting up the units that their relatives or battles that relatives took part in. I guess. I don't know. Is it actually planning on playing a game, or is it just a painting project and you're painting the units for like a diorama or something? I don't know. That's
I guess I don't,
hard one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not so sure it's something I would necessarily do, but that's not to say shouldn't do. But I mean, it's probably quite a colourful. I mean, the uniforms are very colourful, that's for sure. Certainly for the yeomanry, but I'm not sure. I don't know. No, not my personal idea. But
I don't think it's something that I would. It's not something that I would really do. I don't think, but where else have we got things in here? Oh, we've got a couple more here. What have we got here? Here's an idea. Maybe for 1 week, Dom and Steve swap figures to paint. Because that doesn't involve me. So I mean, I'm quite happy. When they meet up at CrackCon, they just swap a figure. That would be up for that.
God.
Dom does dabble. Dom does dabble.
I have been known to partake.
He has been known to dabble.
I tried Napoleonics once.
Yeah, you did. And you also did your 100 Years War. Not 100 Years War. Yeah, the
War of the Roses. It's War of the Roses.
War of the Roses. But no, I was thinking about he did his pike and shot stuff as well, didn't he, for a while? So...
Yeah, you still got your Lanchinecks, haven't you? They're not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, I'm still working on them. They're a slow burn. In fact, I was looking at them the other day because I'm still, even all these years later, I'm about 75% through that starter box. I'm still amazed that I've painted that many.
Fair.
We did do that thing a while back where it was years ago now for Christmas where we did each other a figure.
Martin still didn't get it.
yeah, I remember that. And then Ken sold the one that I get. He swears blind that he didn't when he got rid of all his 28mm Napoleonics. I made him that bloody Italian command base, didn't I? I spent
beautiful that was
lovely. That Italian, all those drummers, all that white uniform, and I think he sold it. And then I can't remember who got Steve.
I did.
Dom. It was a big ogre Landsknecht with a sculpted cod piece.
Oh God, yeah. forgotten about that.
Well, it was the year that we had painted each other as well. Do you remember when we did the?
Oh God, yes.
We did the miniature. We did the custom miniatures from. Jason printed them, didn't he?
For Hero Forge.
Of Hero Forge, and we painted those. I did Brother Ken, and then they used them in a Dragon Rampant game, didn't they?
Yeah. After I've said, there's nothing more traumatizing than seeing a miniature of yourself being brutally taken down by human-sized gingerbread men.
I remember that. I think
that was very funny.
That was ace. That was ace.
Yeah.
No, that was it. Because we designed each other as well, didn't we? And then we sent it.
Yeah.
I designed Ken. It is.
Maybe we should do something like that again this year.
Maybe we should. We should get Hicks to do something.
Oh my God.
It's the PCP. If you guys could, if we were models, what period would it be though? Would it be Napoleonic, just trying to crew a bloody Zulu war area rocket? Yeah.
Gotta be.
That'd be it. It'd have to be I think it'd be quite good as a fantasy because you could have you could have you and me arguing over something, Ken pontificating, and then Steve doing some loading something that obviously Steve would be head and shoulders above the rest of us.
Yeah, obviously.
Not conducive for your general health and safety when you're trying to load a cannon, being in the way.
To have Ken in the background trying to negotiate some
sort
of discount.
You should do. You should get there's that new game Warriors of Athena, which is based off of the whole system, isn't it? Because it's a McCullough game, so it's Rangers of Shadow Deep, Frostgrave, all of that. You could do us as sort of a Jason, the shit Jason and the Argonauts. So you've got Ken. Apparently, we would be the 95th and the 3rd Rifles. Oh dear. Hang on 1 second. Let me. So what are you guys doing what are you working on for the rest of the week? Are you got much that you're doing? You got any videos that you guys are working on?
No, I've not made a video in about 6 months.
Yeah, I'm missing those magic hands that you dance around on.
It's been a while. I've just had nothing to make videos on. I've been happily tootling along doing my own thing, and I've not felt the need or compelled to make a video about it.
I think for me, I've got about 3 battle reports to edit, and I just every time I start doing them, I just lose the will to live. They're so flipping long. So I do have 3 of those to do. But part of the problem was I got halfway through doing one of them, an Ancients game using the Pyrrhic supplement, and then I changed this computer because the old one just died, and I had everything was backed up and saved, but what I didn't realize was the format was very different. So whatever the program was I was using, I'd reloaded it and it just wouldn't recognize it on the new version. So I had to redo the bloody thing again. So I started that.
Yeah.
So
that'll do it. That'd do it. Absolutely. That would kill it. That would be. That would not be.
It's only about 4 hours of footage. I hadn't got all the way through, but I was quite a way through it, and it's like, oh bloody hell, here we go again. But no, it's for me.
Steve, that's fighting talk.
Oh come on! You'll be hearing from my legal representatives after that.
That's tough. That is very brutal. For me, I'm going to carry on doing the. As I say, my next video, I think, will be the. If I don't get one of these edited, will be this recycling project. So I've been just taking regular sort of bits of them as I finish them, and then so I plan to lay them all out on the table and have a proper good look at them, and then hopefully have a few games move forward. But yeah, it's I've said the one thing I've been a bit weird with lately is gaming. I haven't done that much gaming, and I haven't really it's very unlike me because I'm really into. That's really what I love about the hobby more than anything else. So I actually haven't. I've kind of lost a bit of my mojo for gaming, which is bizarre.
Yeah.
You're still going down the club though, aren't you, on the Friday?
Yeah. Well, I haven't been down for a couple of weeks for various reasons, but I did go last week and the week before. But it's been weird. It just hasn't sort of. I don't know. Mind you, we did play Chain of Command last week, and maybe that had something to do with it.
Oh, you said you were going to promise not to moan.
I didn't. Did I promise? Oh shit!
You did, yes.
No, we did play. Jonathan, and I know this. I realise this will alienate me with 90% of the audience because everyone loves Chain of Command around here. But I've just decided. Funny enough, Tony came to the club this week because he was on a course at Sandhurst and dropped in, and he joined me playing the Germans. And it was a very simplistic scenario that Jonathan had set up just because we're simple people, and just to work through the rules. And I think we both agree. But funny enough, Tony sent me a note afterwards and said how it was good to meet up and what have you, and come around the club and what have you. But Chain of Command wasn't his thing either. And I just think, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me, doesn't click for me for whatever reason. We played one game and then had to restart because we got absolutely screwed by the umpire. Jonathan, thank you. But then we went back and it was just weird. It was I don't know why, just did not click for either of us, I don't think. But it did get me thinking. I really wanted to do some kind of Second World War games again, but I don't know what to do. So recommendations would be gratefully received for something sort of same sort of scale as Bolt Action, Chain of Command. Bear in mind, nobody likes playing Bolt Action down the club, and I'm really into Chain of Command. So, yeah, just one of those things, really. But O Group. I saw Jeremy just said O Group, and I do like O Group, but that's not really the same sort of size game. And also, I've said that before, but O Group, I think it's a bit like General Dame, and which I love. But it just takes forever to play a game.
What was there's two. What about there's Iron Cross by Great Escape Games?
Never played that.
And they do solid rule sets. I think I've heard, because they do all those Eastern Theatre packs.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
For that. Iron Cross, Iron Cross Rules and Markers and Army Deal. So I'm just on their website. What was the other game they had? The one that Rules of Engagement. That's the other one they do. That was the one that big hardback. But cross of so Iron Cross. Maybe there'll be a Salute Iron Cross core book, 15 quid tokens. Maybe something worth checking out. Has anyone got any experience? I think of what I've seen of it, it seems to look all right. Might be wondering. I've got how many videos am I working on? I'm working on 3 separate videos at the minute. I've got a sort of diorama thing that I'm reviewing and painting up. I've got the fantasy Argatoria stuff that I'm working on, which I'll be painting and putting a video up about. I've got a painting video for my Baronsmoor Knights, which I keep promising, which I've got to get out. And I've got another rule book, which I'm looking at, and I want to get a battle report up. But kind of off the back of this comment, actually, Jeremy Tato, am I going to be painting up some units for Pillage, Fall of Rome? Yes, I already have a lot of Arthurian late Roman troops that are Victrix anyway. Obviously, you don't have to use Victrix, but I'm going to use Victrix for them because they're lovely sets. But I do have a lot of those anyway. So I already have that. And then there'll be something else in the pipeline that's coming. But yes, the short answer is yes. I will be putting that through its paces. Talos says we're going to start some 15th century men at arms. Is what sculpting? Is that sculpting more? lovely because I've seen obviously the stuff done for Steel Fist is very cool. He's just finished a Witcher video game elf. Cool. I like how he had to put the video game part in there. So what else have we got in here? Someone just said Ken would sell his mother if there was profit in it. I don't know if he would go that far. Yeah. Oh, is that off the back of the comment about the yes, my Christmas present to him? Black Powder Napoleonic game. Yeah. Paul said Iron Cross is fun, but it feels like it isn't finished.
Oh, right. Interesting. This is the problem. You ask anybody about their favorite or their versions of or what they love about particular rule systems, and there's never a consensus, is there? Particularly in historical stuff. Nobody's ever got a consensus. This is de facto. I saw people talking about rapid fire, which actually I really liked. I enjoyed rapid fire, but Jono didn't like that terribly. This is always a problem. You need to find a rule set that not only you like, but the people you play with like. Because I like bolt action, but people don't seem. Yeah, thanks, Robin. Go and burn something quick. Probably those rules. Yeah. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
What about Battle Group?
I liked Battle Group, actually. Battle Group is a good option. And I guess in my head, I'm thinking, we only ever play that 15 and 20 mil. And I want 28 mil, but there's no reason why you couldn't play 28. So, yeah. Rogue, I could make my own rule set, but I'm lazy. Simple as that. I did actually start to work on some. In all fairness, I did start working on some rules a few weeks ago, or a few months ago now, for Second World War sort of company scale battles. But I don't know. They just didn't. I need to do some more work on them, and I just haven't had the time or the inclination, more likely, to get on with it. So I don't know. I'm quite good at doing my own scenarios and kind of campaign ideas and what have you. But I have to say, rules are one thing I've always struggled a bit to do. I think I've only ever written one set of rules, and that was Russian Civil War rule set, which I don't even know where they are now. But they were very simplistic and they worked quite well, I think. Certainly the guys I played with didn't moan too much about it, and generally they'd moan about anything if they didn't like it. So I guess that's a good sign.
It's always a good sign. Yeah, I was about to say you can always rely on those.
Yeah, your buddies will be quite honest about things like that, won't they? If they don't like it. So I don't know. It's funny. I think you know your strengths and you know weaknesses, and like rule writing is not something I particularly feel comfortable doing. I think I've played too many rule sets over the years. I think I just kind of would start feeling I'm bastardizing every version I've ever played. You've done a few though, Martin, haven't you? Sort of.
Yeah, I've got my. Yeah, I'm working on my rule set, which is shock horror based around the medieval period. But it could be adapted for other periods, I guess. But I'm sort of I work on that off and on. I'm not in sort of any sort of rush. I've got I had like a version 1, and Robin and some others sort of, we looked at it, and there was I tested it, and there was some cool concepts, but something just felt quite clunky to me. So I went away, and then when I moved house, sort of playing around with it, and there's some other bits, and I think I've hit on a nice little system which links the command to morale of the army morale with it, which it's just getting the time to play test, because the thing is, it's like with the miniatures and that, like it's fun doing these things, but ultimately I like having a channel, I like making videos, I like playing games. I have a business, I have kids, it's all got to take a bit of a backseat. Well, that being said, my daughter as well at the weekend, she's 10 in June, and she started, I don't know how she even got onto this. She watched an episode of something on the telly, and she was asking me about Dungeons and Dragons. at the weekend, and I was like, "Oh, amazing! Here we go." So I sent you guys the pictures. I cracked out my 25-year-old done DM's book that I'd written with all my old like notes and drawings and pictures, and I was letting her go through all this because she writes writing stories and all sorts. So there's all these where various people got killed in my campaign, and all it, where I showed you guys that where I did a lineage of dwarves to for people to find and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, she was really interested in it. So I was just like, oh, this could be cool. I could actually like plant the seeds of playing D&D, and then Haley piped up about, because whenever I play D&D or any kind of TTRPG with Haley, she's always essentially a barbarian or the equivalent thereof in whatever universal setting we're playing it in. We played Actum Cthulhu, right? So and she essentially was essentially like a bouncer, is the only way I can describe it. And she just went around and she got bored of the should we say the more like the interrogate. She decided that persuading people, it was easier if you were punching them. Anyway, she was also willing to sacrifice their teammates. I remember someone was some monster like dragged someone off into like a prison cell in one of the games we were playing, so Haley just rolled a grenade into the prison cell. That was her action. She's like, I got him. So yeah, you got Nick as well. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. So if I would like this year to do more TTRPG. So I don't know, maybe this week as well I'll have a look at doing some bits and bobs on there. Shall we have a look at some of the pictures that we have had in the Facebook group? Of course, you can join the Facebook group down below. If you so wish, you can find links to it there. We like to see obviously pictures of games, pictures of what people are doing. Post it up. The group is growing and growing and growing, which is fantastic. We like it. People come in there, share your stuff. If you've got a YouTube channel or you've got an event or something like that, just pop us a message and let us know what it is before I pop it out there. And then Dom won't get, well, actually any of us, it won't bring down the little ban hammer thing that Ken calls it. But yeah, it's awesome to see so much cool work.
Don't sell anything, please. That's the only thing. It's the only constraint we have. No sellings.
Yeah, that's it. You're allowed to link to like a shop or things like that if there's a sale or if it's products, but any personal sales or things like that, like eBay. Which actually, the main person that broke that was Ken.
Of course.
So and then so that was great getting to admin kick Ken's posts. That was brilliant. And then he was asking, that was he thought there was something wrong with it, didn't he? He thought
YouTube had blocked him and said, no, it was us. Don't worry. It's all fine.
Yeah. Let's see. So, Edward he's done a Gargant. I love a Gargant.
Sweet.
Is it a Gargant? Stomper. Gargant. Big orc walkie smashy thing. There's one of these in my office. It's got we put googly eyes on it. It's the office mascot. That is awesome. I do like to see that. Is there one there's an orc with a hammer on the rocket on his arm?
Yes.
That is awesome, Edward. Excellent stuff. James Moggs of Midgard fame. He does he shares a lot of pictures, and I liked these. Look at his orcs.
Oh, lovely.
These are the bitter cleaver orcs that he's done with a John Hodgson backdrop, and these are from various manufacturers. I think there's a couple of metals in there, and then these are kit bash. Let me get this right. I think it's between Oathmark, Frostgrave, Gripping Beast, and Perry. I think he's got some like Perry plastic. I don't know. Maybe I think they're like maybe Afghan warrior bodies or something like that. There on the left, and he's put I don't know. That's very cool though.
Very nice.
Very cool. Very inspiring. Alex. I thought you'd like to see is that this awesome. It's a blood raven. See, I know what that is. So Space Marine stuff. Now I don't know if he's doing this for a kill team, but I really liked the red. I really like the highlights on that. I thought that was very cool, very nice. John has been working on scenery. We always like seeing some scenery on here. So some jungle scenery.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. That's a lot of clump foliage. A lot.
That's fantastic.
Always cool to see. Jason, pop this up. Now, this was a 10 mil. I've forgotten what this was. Was this War of Spanish Succession or Culloden? It might be Culloden.
Yeah, it's Culloden.
It was Culloden. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
That's very cool. Really nice. Now Judd has been working on Trench Crusade, and here's his board. And his models have been on it. I like that. I like the modularity of that. That's very cool. My buddy Kev, he's putting a Trench Crusade board together, sort of in a similar way. But yeah, I like that. It's a nice board. I have seen some awesome boards been made for it. I mean, is it the game itself? Not quite my cup of tea, but I've got to say, visually, it is very striking.
Has that taken off that as a game? Because it seemed to explode with a load of enthusiasm and
a
excitement.
whole load of stuff around.
There is such a rabbit hole. No, Dom, there's a rabbit hole that you probably don't want to go.
Yeah,
I definitely don't, mate. Definitely don't. I can assure you.
I just comment. I'm just going to answer this out. So Michael has just said, "What are our thoughts on certain creators?" We know which one you're talking about. Criticizing historical wargaming and the hobby. Most people that do that mainly play fantasy and all that video is. The best I can say is that Dom made a video response to this, which took off. So have a look on Dom's channel. Boots on the table, got link down below. Dom put the perfect response in. I think we all sort of commented on the time. We won't retread it, but go and watch Dom's video. It's brilliant. It's a great video. It's a cracking video. Where are we? Keith, he's been working on some undead. I like a good skin banner. Very cool undead.
Ooh,
very cool. Nice one. Martin, he was working. I can't remember it, but essentially it's his special. Now I can't remember what game this was for now. Was it 5 Parsecs from Home, possibly, or Stargrave? But yeah, I really like the sort of haphazard.
That's brilliant. I don't know what it is, but that is fantastic.
Yeah. No, it's
very cool.
Really cool. Really cool. Matt. Now, Matt, as you know, is a commission painter, and he just shared this just before the stream went live. This is his Blood Bowl team. This is man. He's called. Have you seen what he's called them? These are the Karma Chameleons.
Oh.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah. Other Matt has been working on some xenomorphs. Always like a xenomorph.
Oh, nice.
Very, very cool. I picked this one just to wind up Steve. Phil has been working on.
Lovely.
If only there were more helicopters in the hobby, don't you think?
I know, just not on my desk.
Or on your floor.
Or on my floor. Or bits boxes.
Very cool. Very nice. Nick has worked on some, I think these are 18 mil. Is it Khorasan miniatures? He's a light cavalry for the Wars of the Roses.
Wow.
Which is awesome.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Really, really nice.
Things like that, and you just think, oh, that's a rabbit hole waiting to open up, isn't it?
Yeah. And then Tim, he has been working. I think this is for O Group. I think.
Oh, nice.
It is, yes.
But really nice. Yeah,
I do like O Group as a rule set. I really do. We were talking about this down the club. I know I just talked about Second World War stuff, but we were talking about we haven't had a game of it for ages. Did really enjoy it. It's a good system. Really good system.
Yeah.
I think we just scale our games down a bit. That's what we need to do. Nothing to do with the rules. It's too many big games.
Too many big games. Is it that a sort of expectation versus reality thing?
Very much so. Very much so. I think the rule of thumb is if it takes you if it takes you 2 hours to set up the game, it's probably going to be too big.
What do you have, Dom? That's like potentially 3 games of Space Weirdos.
Now that's a challenge I'll set you one day is to get Jonathan to play Space Weirdos. That would be quite something.
Just tell him that there's a building he can hide in and shoot from.
True, he'd go for that. To be fair, he would. That's enough.
that bloody game in Dead Man's Hand. Jesus. Jeez, I have fond memories of that game, but yeah, that's cool. Well, look, I think we're approaching the end stream, but next week we are over with Dom. Now, what's the plan, Dom?
Well, the plan is, are we going to get our guest on? Do you think?
I think we can. I haven't actually. I'll tell you what. I will message him as you say this.
Okay. Well, we may have our guest on next week. But the plan. Well, it would either one of two ways. We'll either head down. Sort of. What's your? I guess. How do you like your opponents and your regular people you game with to act or behave? What's the sort of, is there a character type that you're particularly wedded to in terms of, I don't mean wedded to in that sense, but you know what I mean, you enjoy playing games with? Because I think we all sort of gravitate towards, I notice it, I've been a member of several clubs over the years, and you meet everybody and they're all generally pretty nice, generally. And then, but you invariably, you play a few games with a few people and you sort of filter off towards a subsection of the group and they become your regulars. And that's kind of, and it's just what becomes that sort of, what it is that attracts you, why you like playing with the games with those particular people. And possibly we'll touch on why you don't like playing with certain people. More the other area of that. So that's kind of what I was thinking of around that whole thing. Because I think we all play for the social side.
I mean, everyone sees who I play against.
Yeah.
So there you go. There you go. In fact, Matt's just said the same thing as well. His regular opponent is Robin. Maybe me and Matt. Yeah. Oh, as you say, I play Matt as well. But I've just had it that our guest has confirmed.
Right. Okay.
So you could. We'll put that on pause. But no, at least Dom's got his next one sorted already. So Robbins, you're just gonna have to wait. So next week we are going to be joined by James Moggs of Midgard fame. We're going to be chatting about campaigns and the upcoming release for Midgard, because there's the upcoming supplement. Which I know a lot of people have been eagerly awaiting. I think it's the Chronicles of Midgard. So we're going to be chatting about that, chatting Midgard, what he's been up to for last year. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And then the week after that, we got Charlie on from War Games Atlantic. And then the week after that, we're having a rest because two of us are going to be jet lagged. I'm going to be knackered, and or Steve's going to run solo. So that's going to be the.
And there's only so much weirdness you can put up with on one week.
Would you trust me to have a full 2 hours about weird shit gaming, metal, and strange beers?
Oh.
Yes, more than I would Ken.
Well,
absolutely, 100%.
1 week,
absolutely.
I would love to see that, Steve. Actually, I think it'd be absolutely hilarious. Where the heck would that stream go?
I think we should see. We should caffeinate him and let's see what happens. Just put it on.
Just caffeine in his system and a bit of, just launch him. Put some music on. See what happens.
It's going to be very cool. So if you've got some Midgardy related questions, I'm sure that at some point in the stream that James will be happy to answer them. So whether that's about Midgard itself, or where it's going, or what his plans are, pop them in the. There'll be a post up on the Facebook page, or just pop them over to us on Messenger. And yeah, thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. There's a bloody lot of you at one point, so maybe when I turned up, I was like, no, don't listen, and we're off. But no, thank you very much. I'm gonna have to play this again just because it made me laugh. Oh no, it's just a picture. Where is he? He's everywhere. There he is.
Now for the news. But think, can you really afford this? Especially the weird shit.
That's made my night.
That is
That's
nightmare
absolutely
fuel.
made my
Pure
night.
nightmare
That's
fuel.
it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be sleeping. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll be over on Dom's channel next week. But until then, stay safe, and we'll see you all again soon. So
Have a
see
good
you
week,
later.
everyone.
Everybody, have a good week.
Bye.
Bye bye.